have any utility to watch? Any flanks? Any mid control? What the hell's going on here for LG's pick?
I mean, this is where we've seen Reyna's before. I get that everybody doesn't like watching Reyna, but I love watching this. I love it when somebody takes a Reyna into their hands. It may not mean that it's going to be the most robust comp that you're seeing of teamwork, but man, it makes for some damn good gameplay, and I'm sure we're going to get it right here.
I want to see some Jigmata, pretty much.
Yeah, still poor. Yeah, exactly. Never go backward, only forward.
Moving forward here on pistol round, we do have a little bit of mid control, and it's going to be LG trying to press forward at first, and that person that we highlighted at the beginning of this game is going to have to fall back and get a heal here from Moose, and that's Mata. Forcing back here, but also B-Dog's pushing forward. It's still an angle watched by Apoth, and they're still pushing forward. This is the W we're talking about, but the crossfire is set up between Calm and Apoth. That dash forces things to slow things down for a bit as Boostio is lurking on the other end of the map. That might force a rotation as the rest are working towards the A site, though, and Tig also falls towards the A site. That's A site open, but still a 3 versus 3.
Just this goon squad running back and forth right now. There was a bit of a rotation forward with all of that happening at B that you were calling. There was a bit of a positioning there by Tig on A. Pushed up, was giving him an idea that no one was there, but EG still had the audible call to go towards A. Now LG goes for the retake. Vans a little hide and seek from Jogimo.
And he finds him. That's spotted to fall the 180, then onto Moose right after. B-Dog's going to be on his own as that new, playing as a jet into this map, stopped by Calm and EG. It was a fight, and they get the pistol.
Really nice job to kind of that play off the ball coming in here from Boostio. Absolutely throws them for a loop, right? Because EG still had the majority of their players ready to rotate to either side. LG as well with the death ball. They had their own counter strat going on. They moved towards B. They were able to thwart that threat, but it was actually all at A. So cool little mind games to start off there by EG. Let's see what LG can do to defend this round as they are on the eco. It looks like they're going pretty light on util and just getting a few forward positions here, Vans. And it looks like EG's going to let him for now. They say, you're going to push into us? We'll just take it.
Yeah, they tried to press forward at the beginning, and they couldn't get it. Right, Ribs? So now they're trying this round here. Let's play a little bit more passively, but EG's doing the same thing. I think that's the other nice, cool thing about Evil Geniuses on that previous round and into this next round is that they're playing very cautiously. They're expecting LG's aggression.
Yeah. And does EG feel like they have to kind of set a pace here, right? You're up against the undefeated LG. It doesn't mean a lot in the whole grand picture here. You still got a few games to go, but are you trying to send a message? Are they going to take LG off guard right off the bat? And here with one round, they're making sure they can solidify these next few. Giving a bit of respect to LG, but also taking the space when they want with that util, and they do get a bit of answer from Tig. They'll know that Viper's on site, and the plant should come in pretty cleanly, except for that bite. Reform still finds that he cannot do much with just a sliver of health.
Still a very good fight, though, to negate the majority of that
awesome
fight on that ground. Cloud burst, and there's a gap in the wall, though, so thankfully Jogimo's pushing forward to support his teammate and also drop Tig. Spike is now planted, another enemy spotted on the top of that B site, but everybody from LG is pretty much rotated across. Another big battle, this time towards mid-side. B-Dog, headshot onto Apoth, and that is the flank watcher down, and no post-plant mollies here for that Viper.
Yeah.
The rest are pushing forward. Boostio just lands these shots with the Marshall and goes for a quick scope onto B-Dog, and that is now 2 unanswered rounds. Only 1 dying here, Riv. That's actually a great way to work the economy for Evil Geniuses.
That's a great point, especially if they want to fold these rounds over with being able to play that kind of touch-and-go game we saw in round 1, where they saw a lot of LG, were able to call an audible. The more util, the more money you have, the easier those types of strats are. Now we get to our first gun round. Let's focus a little bit back on LG's side here. Again, what is their defense? Because EG seems to have it set. Play off the util, play pretty smart for now. We do know they brought out some varying strats in their previous matchup when we saw them going up against the teams here in the groups. And we'll see if they decide to do that. Now's their first full A strat. See if it pays off.
That's it. The strat here is you have to play aggro to take map control, and that's B-Dog trying to do it with 2 other players. It works out for this first blood onto Jogimo, but the flank's still coming. A lurk here from the mid side. Watching also under 2, trying to see if Tig is going to overextend his rotation. But Tig plays it smart, falls back into sight because that's where also EG is rotating back from A to B.
The attempt. You have to love it. Of course, Mata's going to be doing that. Not much utility to fully retake a site, right? There's a lot of peeking that's going to have to happen here. B-Dog and Tig with some trades. Boostio gets one. B-Dog on a few more Vans.
This is just going to be B-Dog's round, and he's going to look for more here, and this allows Mata to also push forward. Elisa Spike is planning for EG. They do have 2 shock darts available for Calm, and he's been a stellar player for this team against Sentinels last week. We were taking that B-side control, and now he has a B-side plant. The Leer coming out from Mata, the wall, counter wall coming out as well. So that could actually block a lot of these lineups. A nice little recon dart, 2 shock dart for the kill. Another one on the ground. Switches back to Boulder for the kill. And B-Dog has to look for the ace. Pushing down towards Yellow, but it's stopped by Reform. And it's going to be the bonus round coming in for EG.
Not even gunned it. Oh my gosh.
It almost happened, man. It almost happened.
A mountain of moose. I'm sorry, a mountain of reformed. I apologize, different Sage. Oh my word, EG coming up huge. B-Dog doing everything he could in that round.
Yep.
That was absolutely ridiculous, as well with the switch up of the early part of the round. And as I said, there wasn't much for LG to really retake on. B-Dog then comes through with a bunch of kills.
Let's play.
Vans, you said they were getting away with a lot of people alive last time. If LG can get a few more of those rounds in, it'll make it tougher for EG. But right now, EG just seems solid in these rounds.
Attempt there because of all these kills that you had from B-Dog. Had a Blade Storm available, but
B-Rush
Eyes onto Boostio, and indeed we do have this rush towards this B side, and it continues this story. The Owl drone from Calm always picking one, and actually spotted Mana just around the corner too. But behind that Viper's wall is also B-Dog. Are they still going to try to go for this? They're just holding it back now for EG. Again, being very meticulous, showing respect for EG, but also extending their ground, doing a good job here, re-pushing forward, and now catching LG in these individual positions right after, and this is going to be looking like an easy plan.
Yeah, quickly, one after the other. EG making sure that gun diff plays into their favor. LG had the right call, too. They were poised at the site, prepared to take these shots on the hard angles. And again, the utility usage of EG trying to play it safe as I say that, Vans. You see a few frags coming out of Dazzle as he goes down.
Yeah. Works for a bit. Should still be able to save the operator into the next round here. But yeah, the round's going to come in for EG. That's 4 unanswered rounds. And sorry, it was actually an ult that came out from Boostio. And now this is going to be looking pretty good. The economy's still looking great for the attacker side. LG builds it back. Now we have the operator coming out from B-Dog, though. And he's been on point for the first few rounds. I wouldn't necessarily say carrying LG so far, but he's definitely warmed up early in this game.
You know, we'll have to see LG come online somewhat here. You know, Reyna being better on the attack, being able to kind of produce your own situations. You don't just get to run into the attacker side, into their waiting arms. So, Mata not yet really able to create too much of an opportunity with this Reyna pick just yet. Here, they have double duelist on that B site. Maybe it can fire back.
Yeah, and they're just playing pulse time right now. So, jogging mode, reform. Yeah, they're getting these kills on a rotate from LG, but the battle comes back from the bottom. And it's Snakebite Shockies. They still have a Sage available, though, for LG. If they could try to wall it back and try to block a little bit of this utility, but you see it. That Snakebite's on the ground. The second one's already coming in, and the Shock Dart should be coming soon, and I love this from EG.
Wow.
It's so meticulous. After the 2 Snakebites, Apox pushing forward. If he dies, it doesn't matter. The Shocks will come out right after. And now we're just running that clock down. It's a 2 versus 1. We have one that's going to try to stick on this, and I like this. Moose is watching it. Wallbang actually gets the kill onto Dazzle, and with that is going to win the round for EG.
Clutch.
Literal hero plays from everyone. Everybody has a job to do at the end of the round, and usually getting away for a post plant like that, we saw the meta, it gets dangerous. It was found out to be easily countered. The channels they used there allowed an underneath, allowed the kitchen return, allows the spray from up top right behind the shoulder of Moose. And he was unaware. Then he gets his fork. Absolutely incredible play by Evil Geniuses. They are setting the pace this game. We asked if it would be happening, and oh my word, what a stellar round.
Red Bull clutch there for Common. You got to give it to him, man. He came from the crew, and now he's basically found a new home in EG, and I think he's been reading the game so well from the Sentinels game into this one now. is definitely saving some rounds here for EG, although they don't really need it yet. It's 5-0, back to an eco for LG, but you can see it's a half buy. They still have that Phantom that they saved that previous round. A couple of swings coming in from the A site, a double flank coming in from A main as well, and that is going to be watched by APOP. Meanwhile, we do have the spike plant going in for the attacker side. A res on the other side of the A site. A trade coming in forward, and that's B-Dog fighting it back against Calm. Traded back by Apoth once again, though, as Dazzle, Take, and Moose are trying to bring it back in their favor. The wall comes up from the post plant, coming in from the defender side, as we're trying to get the defuse in. And we actually get the sprays coming in for Reform on the Tig. And with only 2 more to go, that clock is ticking down, and this is just great coverage from EG overall.
Absolute chaos all around. And EG just seems to know exactly what to do in it. The round seemed to go on for quite some time, but how quick was the spike planted there, Vansili? How fast did they activate, scale the site, get in, and get out? And LG's like, wait, huh? And then the round began for both sides. So 6-0, LG's, I'd say, forced into a timeout here. Look at these rounds. Spike, kills, spike, explosion kills.
Just a lot of post plans though, right? Because all these eliminations are also off post plans coming in from EG though.
Right, and it's like we heard Valen just say it. If you're coming in and you're hitting headshots today, you're going to be winning Valorant.
LG, they've tried different things, though. I have to give it to them, right? The pistol round pushing in towards that mid side. Then they tried to go for the triple push on the A side, which is like very old school Valorant.
And they had the eco set up on B.
Exactly. The right reads, too, and it's just EG that's overpowering them. But I think what's been one of the key components, even though you don't see it on the on that assist board, is just that utility usage from Calm as well, from the Owl Drone to get all this information, as they're defaulting very slowly. And they're like, okay, where are they actually stacking out? Because, you know, we talked about it. LG, they're not playing a Sentinel that is able to find information. No Killjoy, no Chamber, so they have to press forward. And when you find that Jet and you find that Reyna, you can go in the opposite direction and just get these plants in.
All right, so with LG's timeout, let's take a focus on them this round. Obviously, it looks like EG wants to go a bit faster. We see a drone come out. Viper's Pit on the right side as we see Sonar both in mid. That's all from LG to start the round. Give space already to Moose here to move up and at least get some more audio reads if that's it. On the side of EG, but Joggable comes up with 2 immediately, and that's the duelists again. Down for LG.
That is mispositioning coming out from Mata. That recon dart, that was his responsibility to break it, which is why he was looking up, but he got pinged, and that allows that double swing to come out, and this is just going to be writing all across the wall that you have to save for the last 3 players of LG.
Not really able to trade right now, even on the dry peaks. EG seems so strong. And it does not seem like this Reyna pick is allowing LG to take space safely. They're getting there to take the space, but being able to return fire trade off each other, it doesn't seem to be combining right now with the setup they're trying to create. We have seen the movement of Mata and B-Dog round through round, right? They kind of move hip and hip so far, and we'll keep an eye on that as we're keeping an eye on EG now. Pressure from site to site here as they smell blood in the water.
They don't want LG to save weapons, and they got contact on the Viper. They hurt the recon dart. Now it's just trying to get those last kills. EG playing it so well in this first half. This timeout didn't really work out. Look at this.
Oh,
you know, the op was positioned to look out towards this long B side of Garage, but that Viper wall, the talking screen that came out from Apoth was huge to allow the 2 players of EG to get that coverage on B side main.
That's a dry peek. Actually, as you saw, Mata looking up at a dart, not a dry peek. Really well played there by the side of EG to actually combine some utility there. Just slipping everything in that got past me. Oh, double peek there. I like that. Little double look. And it looks like from LG's side, they'll set up default again, the duelist on the left. And looking at EG, that trademarks mid. It doesn't seem like, unless they really find too much of a brick wall that they hit, they just keep going forward, Vansili.
They only think it's 1 player here because that recon dart was shot by B-Dog, but Mata's there with the Empress. Trades it back on the Joggimo and is going to dismiss away. So that was huge for those trades, but with that, we talked about it. They spotted both duelists. It's time to book it towards the A side for EG.
Absolutely. They hit the bit of that brick wall. They couldn't chip all of it down, so now they get a rotation in, and have LG a bit jumbled. So they're going to get the site They've played through this round before. It's just a bit more extended. Now they set up for what we saw, and this was what LG was waiting for. Be able to prep them off. Almost grabs another 2 tag. It looks like they'll be able to get the spike down here with the heal, and we reset this situation.
Viper's pit on the ground as well. They also have a trademark watching the flank, so this is going to give a cue that Tig's going to be on a rotate. So he breaks it and goes to meet back with the rest of his team. So that's actually pretty huge. That's going to be more bodies on a retake on the A side as Mata gets the headshot onto Boostio. We're going to get recons inside the pit. The Lear coming in as well. Tig getting the shot onto Reform, and the retake's working out. Dazzle's only at 1 HP because he's inside this pit, and Com's going to have to be on his own, but this should be it. Actually, he pulls out the Hunter's Fury. It's out at halfway. He actually gets the kill onto Moose, then killed by Mata. And that is going to be it. It was close, but, you know, the wall was still there here, Riv. I feel that it was going to be an impossible task for EG to win that round, but at least he does the econ damage.
I just thought everybody had pushed towards. I forgot Tig was so far on the backside of the site that he didn't have to go all the way around 410. I was like, wait a minute. They're going to get themselves into a sticky situation here. But this, as I was saying before, we looked at what the duelist composition of Mata and B-Dog were trying to do. And here, Mata got to kind of turn that into an attack situation, right? He becomes Reyna. He gets to pressure the site. He gets to kind of fight back instead of being pressured on and just push back with really no defensive utility. So they turned the tables on that one a bit. 7-1, though, as Giacomo just starts this one off real fast with a quick updraft.
That's the A site down. It's also the toxic screen on defense down as well. B-Dog almost did a mistake. Almost dashed forward into his opponents. Thankfully for EG to decide to fall back, and you can see this default. It's still a very, very slow pace. Looking for EG to move forward, and there you go. Another Owl Drone that's going to spot one and force one back, and that's the operator from B-Dog. So they have full control of map pretty much to take over for EG. But they're still hesitating on where to take it for now.
And it looked like they started off with the first round strat there on the side of LG. They pushed a few forward, start to say that. EG starts a bit of their own strat towards A with that res, knowing the push could be saved. A little warranty on that.
Because of that op shot miss, though, Boostio is able to move forward, and that allows now EG to rotate back as they could overpower B-Dog.
Here.
Meanwhile, though, we also have Moose working out towards his mid side, so B-Dog has to reposition. He's actually taking an aggressive angle. This could actually be a big surprise against EG. Misses a second shot, though, unfortunately, and he doesn't have a dash to work with, and only one more bullet in the chamber does not connect as Giacomo takes the upper hand. Moose, at least, though, as we mentioned on that mid-side rotate, does get that frag, but the plant comes in for EG, and Giacomo now takes the op in his hands.
Just the reads right now, feeling out the map, the way that the side of EG is using their utility from site to site. I mean, we started off this round with Giacomo doing an updraft on Belt and getting a quick frag on Tig. That means that you don't have much of a retake wall if they do go A. You can see that was already placed down by Tig, or it wouldn't be B, gone, right? That's a lot of what LG wants. Then they just keep getting pressured across the map, and EG decides to switch it up again as LG gets themselves back into what they felt was a good defense.
And this is also very interesting too, Riv, when you're looking at this game when, you know, we talked about kitchen control could be out in the open. It's never taken control by EG. They just don't mind working these extremities against this setup from LG, rather.
That's a great call. There's no trademark or alarm bot, as we've seen, to go in kitchen. So that could be a free spot. And Moose has been waiting for someone to come through there a few rounds, has been able to push up it, but you're right, EG just says that no kitchen, too many cooks. We don't want to be there. Here's another round where they're instantly in. 20 seconds into the round, going for the plant. The wall is set in such a way that if you try to spam it, really, you're going to miss, or you're blind spamming through the gas, or you're going to get pegged by somebody up on Belt. So really awesome util.
Usually where I commend like attacker sides that they play double controller to set up how they take the A site. For example, like the guard when he throw this poison orb on the top of rafters and then have the omen smoke on the left side. Apod does that on his own with this Viper utility, blocking both left and right side. But the plant hasn't come down yet. Right? We talked about how fast EG got into the site, but the rotation already came in, and that's off how Tig was playing towards this A side to slow things down. Here comes the battle towards that front side. Finally, we're trying to press back forward, and Tig and Dazzle are making it work at least. 2-player advantage now for LG, but this lurk on mid side, it's weighted by Dazzle. But Calm makes it up inside kitchen instead.
Calm flanks. You got to remember last week, he literally had some of the biggest flanks we've seen in the group stage. 3Ks coming from it, completely changing rounds. Here again, they will call an audible. They had a really tough brick wall over at A, but somehow were able to sneak everything out. Oh, the hide from Apoth fans.
The awareness of all of these players are so good, from just Dazzle thinking somebody's on a rotate, Apoth thinking that, okay, mid was open, I have to keep my guard up, and Calm also does that lurk play and cuts the rotation for 2 more kills, 3 into the round, and that was such a clean mid-round to end round by Evil Geniuses.
LG is seeing stars, right? They are getting run
They're getting
around,
KO'd. Yep.
KO'd at this point in these rounds. And they try to rotate back over, and what you thought was an EG team spread thin, literally everywhere they needed an eye, it was firing, it was taking out a member of LG, and LG are back down to an eco buy here, or a low buy. They're going to see what they can do, almost to some alt points, but EG has the same at 9-1 right now, and commanding these sites every time they go. Here, the push again is kind of a rerun of the strat, but now Moose is here.
Mata's moving forward with the Frenzy because he wanted to use the attacker's wall to his favor. So he gets 2 really nice Frenzy kills. He builds up the Empress, and this might turn it around. He might have a great opportunity to use this because his spike is also down.
It shows you that flip of the positioning. Just a few seconds earlier, EG had been ready for this every round prior, right? But Mata does get into that position, and he can put that Reyna to work. See how they clean this one up. Looks like it could be a Prime Gaming flawless here to get him to a 9-3 on this first half. And this would be from the Thrifty round that they start this one. I believe Thrifty. They did spend a little bit of money, so at least it's safe. No, it's a Thrifty.
And definitely a Prime Gaming flawless, but look at that, man. They didn't even get any damage coming in from any armor damage from LG, coming in from EG to LG, so that was really nicely done by Mata's off positioning and getting that second kill, or even the third kill. How aggressive he moved forward and did not care. That was really nice. But is it too little too late? Maybe for the half, but they do have a great composition for LG to turn it around on their attackers.
Yeah. Everyone, for EG here. Let's see how the push from LG happens. Trademark is mid. It looks like LG's okay with more of a retake. It seems like that's been the name of the game more so on this side, because as we said, that's how your duelist would really like to come in, not just being a solo defender. And there is EG again, scaling the site very quick.
Very good delay by Take once again with the Viper utility, pulling into back site now. LG's already rotated. But again, the respect of going back and forth so consistently for EG. They still had Mata inside that B site. Punish Fury out now for, oh my god. Calm, and that was a nice play by Reform. Forces a res early coming in. Now a lineup for so many players as that wall comes down for the attacker side, and Apot dies, but at least Boostio's there to trade it back. Joggimo, forward position. Now they wait, and they know about these rotations, but Joggimo's still fighting inside the site with Boostio, and that's both players knocking down LG as EG takes the lead in the first half 10-2, and let's go on that break because I don't want this action to slow down. A matchup between LG and EG where it's supposed to be pretty even head-to-head, as LG are looking to punch a ticket into the playoffs of the group stages here, but EG has something different to say here, Riv.
They have, EG have mastermind something else coming in here with their evil genius this time, and it looks solid so far. Now they're on defense. We're wondering what this LG comp can bring on attack now, Vance.
Yep.
What can this Reyna B-Dog duelist combination that had been running together here in the kill squad do now?
It's the run down with the Frenzy, and that's that kill onto Apot, the dismiss to also get the couple of shields coming in as the attackers are still pushing forward for LG. B-Dog with a nice headshot, but Calm answers back. And that's still more rotates coming in. Everybody from EG is already ready for this, but they still suffer a disadvantage of one player. We're trying to land these shots for Joggimo with success, but Tig is now pushing forward. A 2 versus 2, as now a Ghost is picked up by Reformed as well. They have a wall for the defuse for EG. As we're looking for that information, it doesn't work out. A quad wall coming out. This is going to be a defuse coming in. And EG, they get both pistols in this map.
Oh, they squeak it by, Vans. LG, so confident on the pressure forward, making the right moves. And EG just slowly inched themselves back into the site, and that wall was the nail in the coffin. Nobody's clearing that on a pistol. Had to break the distance, and it was long enough for the defuse. Like you said, Evil Geniuses seem to have an answer for everything here in map 1, but it's not over yet. Close to it, but not yet.
Still a series to play, and I think if you're looking at the history of LG anyways at this stage, Riv, I mean, they're 2-2. They had to win in overtime against FaZe. They had to win against BBG Academy 13-11 and then lost the first 2 games on this map this stage. So this should be EG technically as they continue to work this B site on defense. Shock dart on the ground. But we're just going to get this plant down because we do have a wall plant from Moose.
Good focus. Like you said, getting that economy. 300 across the board. What else can they produce here? Dropping maybe some of these weapons, making the full buy happen for EG. Every last drop that could possibly get out, fans. Oh, Jog.
Dogimo's inching forward, but the snake bites on that ground. The double swing coming out.
There it is.
Yep. That was continuing to be so clean for EG. The trades are so good as well, man. It's just everything's been looking really good. Again, it's their map pick, so maybe that's a reason why we see an EG that's so good on this map.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cold as ice.
Yeah, exactly. Brought Cloud9 to OT on this game as well, on this map rather.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. 12-2 here for a game point, and it's been off fundamentals. You know, Jog is getting in there. Boostio's had some good flanks as well as Calm, but it's Calm droning out the push forward from Jogimo, getting that jet in there to make the play, and then the team swarming as well. Apoth has been mid almost the entire time when they were playing attack. Now we switch it up, and EG's been able, like you said, hold from pistol, and we see another aggressive A strat from LG. No real defensive util behind it. They can set, but B-Dog starts it off with a Guardian, Vansili.
One tap there, and now we're crossing the line, but that's far enough, says EG. At least Moose has something else to say, though. His reform is going to be on his own against Dazzle and Moose. A res, forcing a res on top of that. I mean, it is map point here for EG, so it makes sense. And Moose is just going to secure the deal into that round.
They keep it alive for now. A bit messy towards the end. Obviously, it got scattered. I think it was kind of EG thought they were able to wipe that out, and LG had a little more bite coming in. They swarmed the site. I think everybody was just on top of each other enough to make that happen. And here we'll see if they split it up. They spread it out because that was all towards A. We just saw that a death ball from LG, almost like kind of a last break chance to break a wall open to see some light at the end of a tunnel. Here it looks like a B strat for them, and they will also leave one mid. That's going to be Tig to make sure they can get those stragglers. Push mid here from Boostio as we see EG already putting pressure on. I don't think EG should ever stop putting pressure on with the score they have right now.
Oh, and they're even spraying the classic through the wall, and it actually tagged Tig for a bit. So that's an alarm, and Apoth gets the headshot.
Yeah.
Now they also have a Blade Storm for EG to go for this retake off this plant.
Frag left and right. Oh, Jog coming up. Oh, he's going to fly right in here with the team behind him as they all come up here. Orange.
Empress out from Mata, holding it very close here towards this spike, right behind the wall. Slow orb to allow Dogimo to try to get a kill. Nice little jump. Sees that second one, but doesn't know that one's right under. The tap forces one out. They go for the double swing, but it's still Dazzle that shuts him down. And Moose also, once again, saves it here for LG as they live to fight another round.
Dazzle! The squeaky bum. He just holds tight there. Did not move. Didn't even look up. Didn't fire. Didn't draw attention. Just receiving the comms. Was able to come up with a huge double kill there. And LG continue to do a bit of damage here to Evil Geniuses with their backs against the wall. Ultimates for Dazzle, B-Dog, Tigger close, and EG can start answering back with a few of the same. Vans, this is great. Let's take a look now. LG side, let's keep a focus on them as we go into these rounds. We see a rendezvous is set up for EG to play a retake on B with a first shot from Boostio, but LG again focusing A. The spike is down, so it looks like they're kind of waiting to see if EG will get antsy again and push the round with that lead they already have.
saw there from LG. With the spike being down so early into the round, it's just a default for them to try to force some utility out, and that they did. They forced out the Viper's Pit from Apoth after tagging Joggimo with the Owl Drone from Dazzle.
Yeah. They'd be able to get they kind of wait it. Like, okay, pit's down. We don't really want to go forward too much. Commitment of walls, both towards A. Everything's been slowed down here, and we haven't really seen how LG reacts too much to this slow round. EG's waiting for the space to be taken.
They have a recon
Actually,
to work
trademark. Trademark all the way around for mid, so if anybody tries to actually encroach there, they'll be able to know from screens. They're going to want this.
Yeah.
See if they get EG to become antsy before LG really makes a wrong move.
They just want to get that timing to get that recon dart in there with the Hunter's Fury on top of that. But Apoth, that was the gun sticking in. Shorty kill, close range. And now the Hunter's Fury does not connect onto anything, but at least for LG, they're taking over the site. And now this Viper's Pit is down after Apoth got picked off. And it's planted here on the top of the A tower side. Calm with the recon to retaliate. It's actually not going to ping anybody yet. The Lear coming out, the second one as well. But it's still Boostio and Calm. They're retaking slow to the site. Reformed is on the other end. There's only one more to go, a 1 versus 1. It's going to be B-Dog dashing away with the kill onto Boostio. And LG will fight another.
They are activating. B-Dog and Mata are doing everything they can right now. Obviously, the rest of LG, but the Duelists are doing their job. We did not see this from the defensive side. What a clutch there from B-Dog, because the EG pressure was always there. Slow the game down, and Mata and B-Dog can act as those Duelists, can break space and start taking corners.
Red Bull clutch, the pings coming on the attacker side, indicating that it's potentially a mid to be split. Even with Tig playing it passively at this angle, might even want to play the pulse mines now on mid side, but Boostio has something else to say. But that cannon of that duel to false is way too long. Mata sees an easy kill, a dash inside the B side as Calm couldn't stop him. Joggimo, though, is the third line of defense, finally, as it topples down. And Reformed is going to try to go for that flank, but on this eco here for EG, they could do a little bit more damage, it'd be nice. LG are just ready for it. Reform now gets picked off by Tig. Apoth on his own.
Such a tough situation to play for LG on all of these rounds. And yet, they, obviously for this, the eco, they feel confident, but every movement here can't be a mistake. And they've done this so many rounds in a row now. Everybody's really showing up to the table, too, on these rounds. Obviously, we talked about Mata and B-Dog. Dazzle's had a few great frags coming out. And it seems like EG can't put their we're aggressive, get behind me on this take kind of strategy into play here against LG. The rounds are slowing down, and LG's controlling the game with B-Dog and Mata a bit more.
Yeah. Even LG looking at these rounds where you'd think that, okay, there's a Viper's Pit now for Apoth inside the ace site. They have the numbers advantage. They have the right crossfires, but it's still LG taking the upper hand of that. And I think that's what you're talking about, Riv. How these guys are now activating and feeling the game right now. I mean, Moose is also dropping 20 into this game when they only have 6 rounds. It's pretty crazy how much he's trying to save it for the team, right? We talked about hero plays from a lot of these players on the attacker side to keep the dream alive for LG on this first map.
Yeah, we've definitely heard the reses coming from him more than not. Already had a battle round from Reformed. Moose saying, no, I'm a mountain. I'm coming into play. Like you said, 2012 and 3.
They're a boulder, right?
Yeah. See what they can produce for this round. Focusing on LG once again. A little towards A. Remember, they have no flank strategy control except for Tig. Tig is their trademark. He sits back after throwing the wall and usually watches for the flanks here. See if they all stick together on this one. A bit of a switch with EG putting Boostio over towards A now, so they're considering that LG wants A again.
I definitely do feel that this round is probably not going to be one of those rounds where Tig has to watch that flank because they have a Viper's Pit to work with. So which is why it's changed a little bit here. It's B-Dog playing on one extremity, as you can see right now on the A side. The rest of them are trying to go for this wall plant, Viper's Pit, and somehow the Owl Drone does not break. I don't think it spotted more information in a tag onto Dazzle, but they already have the positioning here for EG.
Rendezvous picked up and replaced. Boostio did not see anything to start at A, so now he wants the game at B. Let's see if LG is going to be able to get through this one. A great wall will get them safely in. Dazzle, 13
Oh, I
seconds
like
for
that.
a dart, and I think that's our patience right here. Yeah, wall's already up to say you have to loop around the wall, so you're either going to buy time till you're pressured into a Navi strategy, or you're going to break it and try to come in just full bore.
And they're waiting for that recon dart to come out for Dazzle. So as it counts down and it's prepped up, you see this Viper's Pit coming out.
Oh my
And they're actually walking forward into this, trying to play a surprise attack. They actually do have flashes from that Lear, and they're actually going to push towards spawn as well. And it's going to be a nice one there to allow LG to open up the B site. 24 seconds left into the round as B-Dog's on top of pipes. We have a res coming out from Moose, and the rotation's watched by B-Dog. But we still have a battle on the other side from Reform. They're trying to pinch him against him. Apoth wins that fight. The plant is coming down at least here inside deep the B site, as Reform also has a res to come. He's pushing forward, trying to get this out here onto Calm, but we also have players. Mata push out all the way towards defender spawn, where he could actually even watch it. Now they're looking towards the backside, and Apoth gets caught, and that is not going to work out for the res at all. And LG, man, that re-hit was so nice.
What a cool round from LG, creating multiple walls of safety in front of them, the final one being the Sage wall. After the Viper wall was fully fresh, fully ready to go, they waited out EG's little strat there, and again, the round slows down. LG picks it apart. What an awesome scaling of B site there. There's a really cool take by LG.
Very ballsy too, in a sense that
super ballsy. It's like that's the second time they've looked EG strat straight in the face and went into it, fans.
Yep,
Last one was
true.
a Viper Pit at A. Again, focusing on LG, a bit of a push from EG to start, we have to say. But we'll focus to see LG going A here for another strat.
There they are.
You force out a TP from a Headhunter. The ping pulls out the Sage 2.
Yeah.
Here's the Empress coming out on the attacker side, and Apoth's going to try to play inside his smoke. Trying to go for the backstab here. Here's a couple of shots. Joggimo's going to work, though, and that allows his backstab to happen. The headshot there onto Take. Oh, the slow orb on the ground, allowing Joggimo to get the kill onto B-Dog. And Moose, though, trying to keep it on the attacker side rush here of the A site. Fighting along his wall. The double swing coming out here, and it works out for EG. And is this going to be off that? And indeed it will. Off a short of buy for EG. They get the round and the first map against LG, 13-7.